Hey, perfect humans! You clicked on this video because you're wondering, how do cats apologize to humans? But wait, do they even feel guilty? Do they feel bad when they knock over your coffee or turn your curtains into confetti? Let me tell you something. Cats don't apologize like we do. There's no, I'm sorry, no puppy eyes, no guilt-driven hugs. Their version of an apology? It's more like, hey human, we cool again? And somehow, it totally works. Before we dig into the drama, tell us in the comments, what's the most outrageous thing your cat ever did and got away with just by purring? Go on, make me feel better about Vito's chaos. Cats don't feel guilty, and they definitely don't say sorry the human way. But why do they keep doing things that drive us up the wall? One minute,
Ouch.
It's a full-on ankle ambush. The next, it's your favorite mug plummeting to its doom. But here's the plot twist. Cats aren't actually misbehaving, at least not in the way we think. They're not plotting revenge over your off-brand kibble choices. And no, they're not punishing you for sleeping in past breakfast. Although they have opinions about that. What we see as bad behavior is usually just natural feline instinct or a not-so-subtle message that something's not quite right in their world. Let me walk you through a few crimes from Vito's personal rap sheet. Shredding the furniture. I think he's being rebellious. Vito thinks he's redecorating. But really? Scratching is how cats mark territory, stretch their muscles, and file their claws. It's instinct, not attitude. Want to save your sofa? Get a sturdy cat tree and park it in front of a sunny window. Bonus points if it makes your cat feel like the king of the jungle. Peeing outside the litter box. Yes, it's gross and frustrating. But no, Vito isn't plotting my downfall one puddle at a time. It might be a dirty litter box, stress, a new pet in the house, or even a medical issue. Cats aren't messy for fun. They're just picky about their toilet standards. Very, very picky. When in doubt, talk to your vet. Delivering gifts. A bird, a mouse, a cricket, a shoelace they think is alive. While we scream, they're proudly thinking,
Look what I hunted for you, ungrateful human.
In their minds, it's love. In ours, it's trauma with fur. Ankle attacks. If your ankles have ever been ambushed mid-walk, you're not alone.
Ow!
Vito sees movement. Vito
Ouch.
pounces. It's not aggression, it's playtime. Solution? Add more interactive toys to their routine and those stealthy sock attacks will start to fade. See? Vito isn't misbehaving. He's just being a cat, and so is yours. And they're perfectly great at it. So Vito's just knocked over my coffee. Again, I give him the look. Eyebrows raised, lips tight, pure disappointment. And what does he do? He stares back, blinks slowly, and then starts grooming like he's checking into a spa. Does he know what he did was wrong? Nope. Cats don't have a moral compass. There's no little feline voice whispering,
Maybe don't knock that vase off the shelf.
but here's what they do have. A superpower for reading us. Your tone of voice, your facial expressions, that dramatic sigh when you step in something suspicious. Oh yeah, they notice. In fact, research shows cats are excellent at recognizing human emotions by watching our faces and listening to how we speak. So while they don't think,
Oops, my bad.
they do think.
Uh-oh, the human's doing the angry voice again.
Over time, cats learn cause and effect. They learn that certain actions lead to certain reactions. And they remember, they're not sorry. They're just smart enough to avoid the drama and keep the peace. Because whether they act like it or not, your cat values their social group. And guess what? That group includes you. Cats see themselves as full members of the household, not pets, not accessories, just family. And just like in any family, when tension rises, they want things to go back to normal, safe, calm, and filled with tuna snacks. So no, your cat doesn't understand wrong, but they absolutely understand your reaction. And that's the first clue in figuring out how cats apologize in their own way. Also, let's settle this once and for all. Cats do not feel guilt or remorse. I mean, do you think I named this tuxedo Vito because he's full of regret? Please. He runs this house like a tiny mob boss with zero apologies and a flawless mustache. And you might be thinking, but my cat hides under the bed after they do something bad. That has to mean they feel guilty, right? Nope, not even close. Let me say it louder for the people in the back. Cats don't feel guilt or remorse the way humans do. And that's not me being dramatic. That's straight from science. Cats don't experience secondary emotions like shame or embarrassment. There's no internal monologue going.
Wow, I really shouldn't have shredded those blinds again.
But here's what cats do feel. Your energy. If you're angry, They sense it. If you're giving them the silent treatment, they feel that tension like a bad Wi-Fi signal. You see, cats are emotional detectives. As mentioned before, they pick up on tone, body language, and even facial expressions. They don't understand why you're upset, but they know that you are. So they headbutt our legs and purr like they mean it. Works every time. Because while guilt isn't in their emotional toolbox, charm absolutely is. So next time your cat snuggles up to you after a dramatic moment, they're not confessing to a crime. They're saying,
Roses are red, violets are blue. I scratched your couch. Now let's move on, dude.
has your cat ever apologized with a suspicious cuddle or mysterious meow? Tell us about it in the comments. Bonus points if it involved a dramatic flop onto your keyboard mid-Zoom call. But here's the surprising truth. While cats don't feel remorse, they do care about restoring peace, especially if their favorite human is suddenly handing out cold stares and withholding the cuddles. When your cat senses your energy shift, they don't exactly panic. They retreat. They observe. First comes the classic vanish act. They'll disappear under the bed or to their favorite do not disturb corner. Then comes the stealthy stare from across the room. Not defiance, no matter how much it looks like it. They're watching you to see if you've calmed down, if the social storm has passed. Once the emotional coast is clear, that's when the apology behaviors begin. But remember, it's not guilt. It's their way of saying, hey, are we good again? So let's talk about what cat apologies actually look like. They won't crawl to you with a sad violin playing in the background. Instead, their peace offerings might include rubbing against your legs, scent marking you as theirs. Also, headbutts, purring, bringing you their toy mouse or a not-so-dead surprise, licking or grooming you, cuddling up when you least expect it, and the all-time classic, slow blink. That slow, dreamy blink, that's cat language for I trust you. It's basically the feline version of a hug. So no, they're not saying sorry, but they are saying you matter to me, and that's even better. Now, what about when cats offend each other? Well, they don't send sorry I hissed at you cards either. In the feline world, it's all about safety and harmony, not feelings. They simply want to restore balance in their little cat society. You'll often see former opponents sleeping near each other, grooming one another, headbutting and rubbing, or just quietly coexisting without drama. It's their way of saying, we're good. Let's not ruin the nap schedule. So next time your cat blinks slowly, nudges your hand, or curls up by your side after turning your home into a war zone, know that it's not guilt, it's connection. And personally, I'll take a slow blink over a sorry any day. So now you know, cats don't apologize the human way. They don't feel guilt, they don't say, I'm sorry, and they definitely don't feel bad about the chaos they cause. But they do care about you, about peace, and about restoring the bond when something feels off. So whether your cat is headbutting you, blinking like a furry little flirt, or casually dropping a feather on your pillow, take the gesture for what it is. A silent, sassy, totally guilt-free olive branch. If you loved this video, give it a like, hit that subscribe button, and share it with other awesome cat parents. And if you still think feline behavior is mysterious, wait till you hear what their coat color says about their personality. Check out our next video to find out if your cat's fluff color comes with attitude pre-installed. Click it now, because Vito says if you don't, he might start knocking stuff over again. And remember, around here, we don't hold grudges. We just blink slowly and move on. Vito!